So, somebody play the kartal. Okay, Hare Krishna. So is it going to be recorded or
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
already going on?
Yeah.
I'm happy to get okay. Hare Krishna. So that I can receive special vibrations. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shankar, for giving me this opportunity to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam for my own purification and giving me special instructions. Prabhuji की instruction है तड़का मार के class देना. So I will try to speak. I have no qualification, I have no realization in the subject matter which is going on. The verses which we are discussing, it's very, very high class verses, and I don't know if I have any qualification to speak or justify on that verse to mention something, but I will try my best, whatever I have heard. We'll start with Jadavamana. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारि यमुनातीरावनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा गोपी जन वल्लभ राधा गोपी जन वल्लभ राधे। जय निताय पतित पावन गौर हरि, जय निताय पतित पावन गौर हरि। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। नाम संकीर्तन की श्री राधा गोपी जन वल्लभ भगवान की पिताए पतित पावन गौर हरि श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang Shri Prabhupada की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Canto 3, chapter 33, text number 7. So I was told we should continue with text 6 purport, which was not covered fully last time. And we'll try to continue with text 7 if possible. So we'll recite text 7 and then we'll go ahead with the reading of the purport and discussion. Aho bhakshvapacho tu gariyan yat jihvagare vartate nam tubhyam te pustapaste juhu shashnurarya brahmanuruchur nama granati yete अहो बक्ष्वपाचो तु गरियान् यज्जिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम् ते पुस्तपस्ते जुहुवु शश्नुरार्या ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृणति येते।
अहो बत स्वपचो तो गरियान्
अहो बक्ष्वपचो तु गरियान्
जीवाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम्
यज्जिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम्
ते पुस्तपस्ते जुहुवुश्शश्नुरार्या
ते पुस्तपस्ते जुहुवु शश्नुरार्या
ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति एते
ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति येते। अहो वत्स्वपचो तु गरियान् यज्जिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम्
तपस्ते जुहुवुश्शश्नुरार्या चूर्णाम गृह्णाति
ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति येते। अहो वत्स्वपचो तु गरियान् यज्जिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम् देपुस्तपस्ते जुहुः सश्नुरार्या ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति ये ते। Any Mataji? Ahobat swapacho to gariyan यच्चिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम् देपुस्तपस्ते जुहुः सस्नुरार्या ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति ये ते। Ahobat, oh how glorious. Shwapach, a dog eater. Atah, hence. Gariyan, worshipable. Yat, of whom. Jihva agre, on the tip of the tongue. Vartate, is. Nama, the holy name. Tubhyam, unto you. Tepuh tapah, practiced austerities. Te, they. Juhugu, executed fire sacrifices. Tasnu, took bath in the sacred rivers. Arya, Aryans. Brahma Anuchuru, studied the Vedas. Nama, the holy name. Grananti, except. Ye, they who. Te, your. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Oh, how glorious are they whose tongues are chanting your holy name. Even if born in the families of dog eaters, such persons are worshipable. Persons who chant the holy name of your Lordship must have executed all kind of austerities and fire sacrifices and achieved all the good manners of the Aryans. To be chanting the holy name of your Lordship, they must have bathed at the holy places of pilgrimage, studied the Vedas, and fulfilled everything required. So the purport is very long. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As it is stated in the previous verse, a person who has once offenselessly chanted the holy name of God becomes immediately eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices. One should not be astonished by this statement of Srimad Bhagavatam. One should not disbelieve or think, how by chanting the holy name of the Lord can one become a holy man to be compared to the most elevated Brahmana? To eradicate such doubts in the minds of unbelievers, this verse affirms that the stage of chanting the holy name of the Lord is not sudden, but that the chanter have already performed all kind of Vedic rituals and sacrifices. It is not very astounding, for no one in this life can chant the holy name of the Lord unless he has passed all lower stages, such as performing the Vedic ritualistic sacrifices, studying the Vedas, and practicing good behavior like that of the Aryans. All this must first have been done. Just as a student in law class is to be understood to have already graduated from general education, anyone who is engaged in the chanting of holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, must have already passed all lower stages. It is said that those who simply chant the holy name with the tip of tongue are glorious. One does not even have to chant the holy name and understand the whole procedure, namely the offensive stage, offenseless stage, and pure stage. If the holy name is sounded on the tip of the tongue, that is also sufficient. It is said here in that Nama, a singular number, one name, Krishna or Ram, is sufficient. It is not that one has to chant all the holy names of the Lord. The holy names of the Lord are innumerable, and one does not have to chant all the names to prove that he has already undergone all the process of Vedic ritualistic ceremony. If one chants only once only, it is to be understood that he has already passed all the examinations, not to speak of those who are chanting always, 24 hours a day. It is specifically said here, Tubhyam, unto you only. One must chant God's name, not as the Mayavadi philosopher says, any name such as demigod's name or the name of God's energies. Only the holy name of Supreme Lord will be effective. Anyone who compares the holy name of the Supreme Lord to the names of demigods is called Pashandi or an offender. Do we stop here or should read the whole purport?
Yeah, we can stop.
होमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणि परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. So I will go back and read text 6 also once. So text 6, which was discussed yesterday, the translation is, to say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face. Even a person born in the family of dog eaters immediately become eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his pastime, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. So should I read the last part of this purport? Or
That's all.
okay. So these two verses are very, very wonderful verses. The focus of these two verses is not on the chanter, but on the chanting, a glorification of the holy name, not on one who is chanting the holy name. So we should understand. See, these two verses, what does it says? Even a person born in the family of dog eaters becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if once utters the holy name. And in the next verse, it says that that person who is chanting the holy name or Jihva Agre, the holy name is on the tip of the tongue. He has not even fully chanted the holy name, just on the tip of the tongue. That person is to be considered performing all these various activities. What are those? Taking bath in all the sacred rivers, performing all the Vedic sacrifices, having the behavior of Aryans, the good character, and then performing all sort of austerities. So that person is considered to have performed all that. So if we consider, we all will feel very special, isn't it? You know, we are very wonderful souls. We must have done all these activities that because we are engaged in the chanting of the holy name. But we should understand this is not about our glory that we are engaged in the chanting. This is, we have got that eligibility by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, that they have given us this eligibility to chant the holy name. In Gaudiya Vaishnavism, the 2 days are considered very, very important. What is the first day? Appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which we recently celebrated, God Purnima. So that is in Gaudiya Vaishnavism, that is considered as the most important day, appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed the holy name to anyone and everyone without considering the patrata, without considering their qualification. Okay, and then the second important day for all of us is the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, or we can say Prabhupada's coming to the Western world. Srila Prabhupada's coming to America. That is considered in the whole history as another most important day. And in the honor of Srila Prabhupada's coming to the West, or on the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, it is celebrated as World Holy Name Day. Earlier it started as World Holy Name Day. Then it was changed into World Holy Name Week. And now it is considered as World Holy Name Festival. Why? Because for us, every day is like a festival. The chanting of the holy name, that is considered as a festival, singing and dancing. Every day is a festival. So, World Holy Name Festival. Now, in America, what is the most important day? First, I said in the Gaudiya Vaishnavism history, what is the most important? In America, what is considered as the most important day?
Independence.
Independence Day, right? July 4th. Independence Day is considered as most important day in America. Why? Because getting freedom from the British rule, kind of. But in reality, if we see what is the independence or what is to be considered as Independence Day, so chanting of the holy name, that grants actual independence. So on the Independence Day also, actually, His Holiness Rampad Swami Maharaj, he conducts the Festival of Holy Name on July 4th weekend. So that retreat happens in Chicago on that weekend, July 4th, the Festival of Holy Name. And depending on the holy name is real independence. That is the theme. Depending on the holy name is real independence. And Srila Prabhupada also actually quotes in many of his lectures that first time when Srila Prabhupada met his Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is talking about the process of bhakti, the importance of chanting. And Srila Prabhupada, he asked that time, first we should free India, right? Unless India is independent, how can we spread? Who will accept this process? And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, what did he say? What is the real independence? Real independence is for the living entity to understand what is my real position, coming out of the cycle of birth and death, attaining one's real Savrupa, Jivera Savrup hoye, Krishnera Nityadas. Understanding that real Savrupa of the living entity, become free from this bondage. That is real independence. So the holy name can grant the real independence. And this verse is speaking about the glories of the holy name, how powerful the holy name is, that even once chanting the holy name, somebody who is engaged in the chanting of the holy name, that person is considered to have performed all different activities. He has performed all sort of austerities, all baths in the holy rivers, studied all the scriptures. But how is that possible? How to develop faith in this statement? Because one may consider that, okay, so many people are chanting the holy name. Can they really come and perform the Vedic sacrifice? Can they come and worship on the altar? So what is the meaning of they have become eligible to perform all these sacrifices? See, we have to understand that somebody who is chanting the holy name, as Prabhupada is writing in the purport, it's not a sudden activity. It's not that by accident, somebody has started chanting the holy name. They must have performed all these activities and developed enough credit, enough security that now they are eligible to chant the holy name. There are so many stories in the recent history also which signify this point, how powerful the holy name is. There are smart brahmanas, it was mentioned in yesterday's purport also, and in today's purport we haven't read the whole purport, but it says that the smart brahmanas, they think somebody who is chanting the holy name, maybe they will become purified enough in this lifetime that in the next life then they can become qualified to take birth in brahmana family. Okay, but Prabhupada said that is not what the scriptures are indicating. That is not the process. Somebody who is chanting the holy name, they become completely purified. Where is the question of taking next birth? Somebody can become free from the cycle of birth and death. So this point does not apply that was somebody who is chanting the holy name, then they become qualified to take birth as a Brahmana, then they will become eligible to perform the yajna. Or somebody who is chanting the holy name, they are freed from all the sinful reaction. And the classic pastime, which we always mention when we talk about the glories of the holy name, is the pastime of Ajamila. If we talk about the pastime of Ajamila, how Ajamila, he was committing all sort of sinful activities, but just unconsciously chanting the name of the Lord indirectly also. He was not even calling out to the Lord. He was calling out to the name of his son, which happens to be Narayana. Just chanting the name of Narayana indirectly also, he was freed from all the sinful reaction. So we know when Ajamila, he saw the three Yamadutas. So three Yamadutas came, they already put the rope in his neck to drag him out, that we want to take you to give you the punishment for all the sinful activities. In that utter helpless situation, Ajamila called out the name of his son. Narayan, please help me, Narayan. And immediately, four Vishnudutas appeared there. And then there was a debate between Yamadutas and Vishnudutas. Yamaduta said, this person is so sinful, so we have to take him. And Vishnudutas is saying, no, this person is completely purified now. He is beyond your jurisdiction. So how is that possible? It is like, just consider somebody has committed so much crime, and the CID or CBI, they come with the arrest warrant to take that person in their custody, and immediately some other lawyers or somebody comes and they say, no, we have already got the bail documents. And from other higher authority, we got his bail document. You cannot arrest this person. So Vishnu Dutas came immediately with the bail document. Now this person is, you cannot arrest this person. We have already got the permission from the higher authority. Because Yamaduta's authority, what was Yamaduta's authority? Yamaraj. They were considering Yamaraj is the highest authority, and we have got the arrest warrant from him. But Vishnu Dutas came, we have got the bail document from the Supreme Lord. So Vishnu Dutas, what were they saying is that yes, earlier also he was chanting the holy name. Earlier also indirectly he was chanting, he was calling out to his son, Narayan, come here. Narayana sit, Narayana eat, Narayana drink water, Narayana go to bed. He was calling out the name of his son. So every time one chants the holy name, he is purified. He is purified of his sinful reaction. But again, he was committing sinful activities. So he was chanting the holy name, and holy name is powerful enough to purify that person. But again, somebody is committing that sinful activities. So the Yamadutas, they came, and Vishnuduta said, now in this helpless situation, he has chanted the name of Narayana and he is free from all the sinful reaction. And right now, because he is in such a helpless situation, he did not even get a chance to commit any other sinful activity. So he is purified. So he has exhausted his karmic reaction already by chanting the name of Narayan in this helpless situation. Because otherwise, we may say, why did Yamadutas come? Narayan, Ajamila was chanting the name of Narayan earlier also. But he was committing the sinful activities also. But this time, He did not even had the chance to commit any other sinful activity. So they said he is purified. So that is the power of chanting the holy name. One name of Lord can remove all the sinful reaction. And then the question may come, if one name is enough to remove all the sinful reaction, then why to constantly chant the holy name? Right? Why we say chant the holy name 16 rounds every day? Why we say we have to chant constantly the holy name? If one name of the Lord is enough to remove all sinful reaction. The scriptures are saying that, right? One name can purify the person. Then why constantly chant? That's why the argument comes sometime that I can chant the holy name when I'm about to die. I will say Hare Krishna and I will go back like Ajamila. First of all, we cannot chant the holy name at the last minute if we have not practiced. So that is one thing. But still, why constantly chant the holy name? So the question comes back to this point: what is the purpose of our chanting? What is the purpose of chanting? Is that to remove sinful reaction? Purify, so that is removing sinful reaction. Is purification the goal of chanting? That is the question. No. So that is not the goal. What is the goal of chanting then? Not purification. To please Radha and Krishna, okay?
To awaken the dormant love.
To awaken the dormant love. So goal of chanting is not simply just purification. One name can purify. But the goal of chanting is to develop that love for the lordships, to develop that love for the Supreme Lord. That is the goal. Yes, one name can purify, but to develop the love, yes, we have to constantly chant. When we constantly chant the holy name, then when, because when we talk about the gradual process of elevation, it starts from sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivritti, then comes the stages of nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhava, prema. So we are not talking about the stage of anartha nivritti or becoming purified, becoming free from sinful reaction. That is not the goal. The goal is prema. And to develop that stage of prema, that is why constantly chanting of the holy name is recommended. Golokera premadhan harinama sankirtan. The chanting of the holy name is the wealth from the spiritual world. Somebody, when they count their money, ये लोग थूक लगा लगा के अपने नोट गिनते हैं. So people count again and again and put that back. Again, they will take it and count again and again. So the wealth of this material world, people will count again and again. But this is the chanting of the holy name is wealth of the spiritual world. So that's why one has to chant the holy name constantly again and again. And Srila Prabhupada, out of his causeless mercy, he has only said 16 rounds a day because we are so conditioned that we cannot chant the holy name 24 hours a day. So at least prescribed number of rounds every day, follow for regulative principle. In that way, we can try to develop our love for the lordships. So the chanting of holy name is so powerful. And in the recent times, so that is one example of Ajamila, we say, by once chanting the holy name, he was purified. And one may say, oh, that is from Puranas, that is history. I don't know. Do we have any recent stories here which can demonstrate this point? By chanting one, somebody is purified? What is the power of the holy name? And is there any story which can prove that somebody who has now taken to the chanting, he has already done all the sacrifices, he has done all the austerities, studied all the Vedas? Yes, there are still so many stories which we can quote from the recent histories also. Now, once one devotee, he narrated his real story. There is Prabhupada's disciple by the name Harivilas Prabhu. Harivilas Prabhu, he was GBC in California, Berkeley. So he quoted this story. So this Prabhuji, he originally belongs to a country called Armenia. It's something in Asia which is mostly populated as a Muslim population. And he came to America, and that time he came in contact with Srila Prabhupada, and he took to this process. He took Diksha from Srila Prabhupada. And after Prabhupada's disappearance, he was made as a GBC of California, Berkeley Temple. And he had one service. Every evening, he will go distribute Mahaprasad. In ISKCON, there are two famous distributions. One is distribution of holy name, another is distribution of Mahaprasad. And yes, there is third also, distribution of books. So he will go every evening distributing Mahaprasad. And he will take cookies and go to a park. And in that park, all sort of people will come. Whereas in America, there's so much diverse population, right? So all sort of people are here. So many different people will come. And in that park, there was one person who will also come always, and he will put his stall, selling some small items like chips or something, those small items. And this person happens to be a Muslim. So this Prabhuji, he goes every day park to distribute cookies, distribute prasad. And whenever he passes in front of this person who is in a Muslim attire and setting up his shop, little small shop there, and as they connect, eyes to eyes contact, he will always say Hare Krishna. So Harivilas Prabhu will always say Hare Krishna to this person, but this person will look with a surprised look and will never respond. So many days it happened. He will always, Harivilas Prabhu will always say Hare Krishna to this person. One day, so after Harivilas Prabhu left from there, and something amazing happened. And next day, this person who has never responded and never accepted any invitation, next day he went to the temple and he met Harivilas Prabhu, and Harivilas Prabhu was surprised to see him. You never even responded whenever I greeted you with Hare Krishna, and it's very surprising to see you in the temple today here. What happened? He said, yes, really, some miracle happened, and that's why I have come here to tell you about that. I have come here specially to meet you and tell you about that miracle. What is that miracle? Is that yesterday, once you left from there were many people, big bodies, like very heavy built people, acid heads. What do we call that? Shaven heads, acid head, with big tattoos on their bodies, some dragons and skulls and all that. So all the tattoos all over their bodies, and they came to this person and they started harassing this person. Somebody will pick up something and eat, and somebody will push him aside. So they were kind of troubling this person, and this person, out of nowhere, somewhere from his mouth, he uttered, Hare Krishna. Eh, All of a sudden, somehow he called out, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And all those people, they ran away. They got scared. This was maybe this person also has a big gang. He's calling out his people. So he said, this is something which is surprising happened, miracle happened, and I have come to tell you about that. So your Hare Krishna is very powerful. It can see all these people, they were troubling me just by calling out Hare Krishna, they all left me. They all fled away. So your Hare Krishna is very powerful. So chanting Hare Krishna, Ajamila, he was relieved from the Yamadutas. And this person, by chanting Hare Krishna, he was relieved from all these Yamadutas. So Yamadutas who had come here to harass him. So that is the power of the holy name. And there is another wonderful story which actually came as a autobiography by a devotee in Back to Godhead magazine many years back. So this Prabhuji was also describing his story, how he came in the process. So this person, he was born in a pious Hindu family in Gujarat somewhere. And as a small child, his grandfather will always read some stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata. And this child was growing up like that, just about 5 year old, this boy. And once he asked his grandfather, you are telling always these stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata. Why do you continuously read these pastimes, these stories? And his grandfather replied, I read these literature, these scriptures to please the Lord. Have you done something which will please the Lord? So this child, small child, 5-year-old, 5, 6 that time, and when his grandfather told him, "Have you done something which will please the Lord?" He took this on his heart. उसको ये बात चुभ गया. Another 5-year-old boy, somebody told him something and he took seriously. Who was that? Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj को बोला कि if you really want to find the Supreme Lord, if you want to see him, then go to forest. And he took it seriously. This child, 5-year-old, he also took it very seriously. Have you done something which will please the Lord? And he was always thinking, "Oh, what can I do which will please the Lord? I want to do something." And as this child was growing up, another 10 years, he stayed in the family. And by the age of 15, he developed so much of vairagya in his heart. I want to do something significant to please the Lord. And he did not have any proper guidance from anywhere. What he do at the age of 15, he left his home. Say, I want to leave the home and go to forest and perform austerities. So he left the home and went to the forest in Gujarat, in between Gujarat and Maharashtra, those forests. He went and started living in the forest, performing austerities, eating only kandamul. One thing he did was once a year, 1 week, he will go to take darshan of Dwarikadhish. And once a week in a year, he will come to Vrindavan to reside in Vrindavan. 1 week in a year. Sorry for the. So 1 week in a year, he will go take darshan of Dwarikadish, and 1 week in a year, he will come reside in Vrindavan. So he was performing severe austerities. Now, in 1976, September, he was in Vrindavan. He is staying in the forest, performing austerity. So he has long beard, long matted hair, no proper clothing and all that. And he has no place to stay. He was just residing in some garden area, open area. And that happens to be very close to Krishna Balram temple. Okay, Ramanreti area. And morning, 4:15, conch shell blowing. And then the singing, the kirtan sound started coming. And this person, he was very amazed with this kirtan going on, the sound of holy name. And he went, entered in the temple. He spent some hours there in the temple, chanting and singing the kirtan, participating in that. And in the afternoon, now temple, everybody has left, and this person is still there. He said, I want to stay here. Can I stay here with you all? And all the devotees that time who were there. Now they looked at this person, and what is the first reaction? They said, somebody performing austerities and all that. Hey, Mayavadi, we don't have any place for you. No place for Mayavadis here. So, no, you cannot stay here. And I said, no, 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 please, I will do anything, whatever you say. Please let me just stay here. So, somehow he insisted too much and he was allowed to stay there. And few days later, Srila Prabhupada happens to come there. And this person, now he came in front of Srila Prabhupada, he wanted to say something. And Prabhupada asked him, so what were you doing in the forest? Okay, because Prabhupada was informed already, this person is now living in the temple and he came from the forest area, he was staying in the forest. And all. So Prabhupada asked him, what were you doing in the forest? This person was very hesitant to tell anything. Whatever I say, Prabhupada is going to negate that. If I say I was performing austerity, Prabhupada, what is the use of such austerity? So he was reluctant in saying anything. And then Prabhupada read his mind. And Prabhupada asked him, so you want to accept me as your guru? You want to take diksha from me? So this person immediately, yes, Srila Prabhupada, I want to accept you. I need a guidance of guru to know what is the right process to follow. So then Srila Prabhupada gave diksha to this devotee, and the name of this person was Krishna Namdas. And this devotee is telling all his history now, his story. And he was the first president of Pune temple. And after giving diksha, this person now was given the task by Srila Prabhupada. At that time, His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj, he started a Padayatra party, a Padayatra Sankirtan party to go village to village, going on Harinam. And Prabhupada called His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj and told, take this devotee with you. Okay, wherever you go, this devotee, he will give Bhagavatam class. Because he has performed all sort of austerities. He has done the scriptures, read the scriptures earlier. But one thing missing in his life was he did not had a clear direction. He did not have the shelter of a guru. Now, because he has accepted a guru, now he will be able to chant the pure holy name and he will be able to speak about the glories of the Lord. And that devotee, he is telling that because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, he was used to speak hours and hours continuously about the glories of the Lord, speaking Harikatha. So this verse is saying, somebody who is chanting the holy name, they have already performed all sort of activities, even though we may not realize, did I really do it? When did I do it? Some point of time, maybe yes, somebody has done all these activities, performing all sort of sacrifice. But still, what is the most important thing is it's not for us to consider ourselves as very significant or glorious. It is the mercy of Guru. It is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada that now we are able to chant the holy name. We have come in contact with the holy name. And holy name is so powerful, it can purify any living entity. Somebody who is born in a family of dog eaters also, this verse is saying somebody born in a very low class family, that person also becomes purified and they have eligibility to purify others also. You want to hear one more story?
Yes.
So another very real story. Again, in Vrindavan, when Srila Prabhupada, he took all the Western devotees to Vrindavan, and now some of the Western devotees, they are residing in Vrindavan. And they have heard somehow the glories of some of other deities there who are self-manifested deities, like Radharaman. Radharaman, self-manifested deity. So this one Western devotee, he heard about Radharaman, self-manifested deity, and he wanted to go take darshan of Radharaman. So every day before morning arati, he will finish his seva and he will go to Radharaman temple, take darshan, stand there, taking darshan of Radharaman. And the pujari of Radharaman, they will say, oh, some Western person is coming, foreigner devotee is coming, preaching is going very wonderfully. So some Western people are also coming and participating, taking darshan of Radharaman. So he will also be so attracted to this Western devotee. After doing all the arati and all, he will come and give him special Mahaprasad of Radharaman. So this devotee is taking Radharaman Prasad and he is also thinking, oh, how wonderful this pujari is coming and giving me Radharaman's Mahaprasad. So every day he will go take darshan of Radharaman, and this pujari is always seeing this devotee. And one day this pujari came and talked to this devotee. See, you are coming, standing here, taking darshan of Radharaman every day. You will become so purified that if you continue doing like that, maybe next birth you will have the opportunity to take birth in Vrindavan. And in that life, again, if you continue like that, maybe in the next birth, you will have the opportunity to take birth in a Brahmana family. And if you continue like that, in the next birth, you will have the opportunity to take birth in a Goswami family. And maybe then in the next birth, if you continue like that, you will have the opportunity to come on the altar and worship Radharama. So he gave him 7 lifetimes, 7 generations planning. So this person came and told Srila Prabhupada that this is what this Pujari is telling. So Prabhupada said, next time you go to that Pujari, tell him, if you continue like that, doing this agarbatti, next life maybe you will have the opportunity to join this con and chant the holy name. So what Prabhupada is emphasizing with that story here actually, the chanting of the holy name is so wonderful that it can purify the person. Where is the scope of, where is the question of next birth? Somebody coming to the chanting of the holy name is more powerful than performing all other sort of sacrifices, all austerities, bathe in sacred rivers, in the holy places. Coming to the point of chanting the holy name is so powerful, so wonderful. So even after hearing all these glories of the holy name, What is our situation? Specifically, I'm speaking for myself. What is the situation? How much attraction we have for the chanting of the holy name? How seriously do we take to the chanting of the holy name? Somehow, I consider this is okay. This is my ritual for every day. I have to chant 16 rounds. Somehow, I have to finish this because this has been given as an instruction. So I have to do this. So am I at the stage of I have to do this or I want to do this? Yeah, I want to do this. I want to chant the holy name with love, with that power. Or it is just that I have to finish it somehow. How focused we are in chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says there is no hard and fast rules in chanting the holy name. But still, so unfortunate. Durdevam. So the second verse of Shikshashtakam, Nama Nama Kari Bahuda, Nich Sarva Shaktis, Tatra Arpita Niyamita Smarnena Kala, Durdevam Idarsham Hijani Na Anuraga. So still, I do not have any attraction for the holy name. I do not have any taste for the holy name, even though there are no hard and fast rule in chanting. Our chanting is just going on like as a casual routine. Oh, somehow I have to chant. Then in while chanting, the focus goes on. कितने माला हो गए कितने माला बचे हैं 7 done 9 more to go 9 more to go and while chanting also sometimes we say we take out the bead and looking okay half done how much more rounds how much more beats to go we are supposed to chant Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare but in the mind what chanting is going on Hare kitna Hare Hare. So that is the state. I'm speaking for myself. Just day by day, time is passing by, chanting, but is it really chanting? Is it just tongue vibrating, but mind is somewhere else? Mind is always just going here and there on so many different thoughts. So let me finish this chore here. We consider chanting as a chore, isn't it really? Considering as chore, like in household, we have so many chores. I need to wash laundry, I need to clean the floor, I need to cook, I need to do chanting. So we consider it as a chore. One chore is done. Now, oh, today's 16 mala done. Hush. So finally, today's done. Now I will think about it tomorrow. Abhi kal ka kal dekhenge. So chanting is going on like that. But in this way, we'll be able to really achieve the goal of chanting. Again, what is the goal of chanting? Goal of chanting is to develop love for Krishna, not simply purification. Yes, unconsciously also chanting, even if you're not paying any attention, chanting in that way, yes, it will purify. But are we not committing offenses? Are we not committing any aparadhas? Still, yes, chanting and then committing aparadhas, committing those offenses. How do we get the benefit? How we develop that love for the Lord? What is the last offense in chanting the holy name? What is the last offense in chanting the holy name? Inattentive chanting. Can you speak the whole phrase? Even after hearing so many instructions on this subject matter, still not having that taste for the chanting of holy name and to maintain that material attachments, even after hearing so many instructions on that subject matter. I consider that offense every day. And continuously committing that offense, even though hearing so many instructions, every Bhagavatam class, Sunday feast class, we hear about the importance of chanting. Still, are we developing the taste for chanting? Are we giving up that aham mameti? Oh, this is mine, this is my body, this is mine. Having that mentality of aham mameti and not developing that attachment for the chanting of holy name, that is an offense. So I'm constantly committing that offense. So somehow we need to understand the importance. It is not about just hearing, but internalizing that importance of chanting and taking to that process of chanting seriously, considering it what is the greatest boon we have got. Like, coming to the process of chanting is a greatest benediction. We have got this greatest benediction, but how are we utilizing this benediction? So becoming serious in chanting of the holy name, and if we can chant the holy name in that pure consciousness, yes, Srila Prabhupada say if you chant the whole 16 rounds, follow the four regulative principle, guaranteed. In this lifetime, you can attain to the lordships and you can attain to the spiritual world. So our Srila Prabhupada, our acharyas, they have given us so much mercy, but we need to make ourselves eligible to receive that mercy by following their instructions. So this purport is quite big. We have read only half of that, and maybe in the next session, this discussion will continue. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की। Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. As your humble servant, please correct me. Hare Krishna. Any discussion points? Shyam Prabhu will have some discussion now, or he will correct me.
Yeah, that's to be realized.
It's to be realized. Whatever we are hearing through our ears, somehow it has to go in the heart rather than going in the head. Shyam Kishore Prabhu is a wonderful soul, very realized soul, and I'm grateful to him for his association and always getting inspiration from Shyam Kishore Prabhu.
Please, भागवतम चल रहा है।
महाभागवत का भी तो
नहीं
पर्सन। Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Like this sense of we know that very negatively, what is causing this obstacle? Why we are not trying to do it?
Mameti, because we are still being attached, holding on to the feeling of I am this belongs to me. So that aham mameti feeling, that aham mameti consciousness is not going away completely. And because of that, we get distracted to so many other things. So what I feel or my little experience worth, what I can say is we hear so much about the glories of chanting, the importance of chanting. We hear so much about the importance of mind control. But again, after hearing, yes, we are inspired, and that inspiration stays for maybe few hours, few days, and then it starts to dwindle down, starts to fade out. So you need to continuously hear about these subject matters, these topics, about the importance of chanting, the tricks of mind and how to control the mind. So we need to continuously hear about these topics. Not on once in a year kind of thing, but maybe once in 2 weeks, once a month at least, continuously hearing about these topics or until it gets completely sunk into our consciousness. So we have to remember, I am not this body, I am not this person, I am not this manager or doctor or engineer or something, and I'm not the controller of this thing. So I'm not all this. What am I? I am Krishna's. मैं तो कृष्ण का हूँ. मैं तो कृष्ण का हूँ. So whenever we want to think about something, whenever some different thoughts come in the mind to do certain other activities which is away from Krishna consciousness, we have to remind ourselves, I am Krishna's. So I don't want to engage in other things or other thoughts, indulge in other things. So focus on this thing. So that's why in chanting also bringing the mind again back on the holy name. From wherever the mind wanders, bring it back. Krishna is giving that instruction in the process of Ashtanga Yoga, right? In the process of dhyana. But the same instruction applies in our chanting also. Our meditation is chanting the focus on sound vibration. So from wherever the mind wanders, bring it back on the holy name. So first thing is to understand, yes, my mind has gone away. Right? That is the first step to at least understand, yes, my mind has gone away. Otherwise, we chant on the first beat. On first beat, you chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Then mind has went somewhere else in some other thoughts, doing something, maybe doing some cooking or something. And then when the last mantra comes of the beat, again thinking, "Oh, one mala done, put it down. Rotate the beat and start again. So first beat we chanted and then mind has gone somewhere and then by the time we realize mala is done. But so understanding that point first, that yes, mind has gone somewhere else, I need to bring it back, focus on the holy name. So if we realize that itself, that is battle won.
One more question to you. This 60 round chanting itself is big, like attending this chanting itself is big for us.
Hmm.
I know that they are chanting more than that, maybe 60. And after chanting that as well, they are in services, they are doing all the duties. So what soul is driving them? Is it the same chanting?
It must be, we have to ask somebody who is chanting 128 rounds how they are able to do. I cannot speak on their behalf, right? Because I'm not doing that. So it must be the sense of urgency. Understanding that how important it is chanting, that I have to chant more and more and more. So I have not come to that sense of urgency, but hopefully Shanti can say,
No, I will not come.
understanding that sense of urgency, that this is the only thing. More and more I can chant, at least I will have more probability of chanting the names attentively. One thing, yes, saying all that, after having said all that, it does not mean that we should get discouraged. That okay, what is the use of chanting? No, say yes, we continue. We should continuously chant. We should continue to chant our 16 rounds, even though we may not be chanting attentively as of now. We may not be chanting pure enough as of now, but we should continue chanting. It's not about getting discouraged because Krishna, he is looking at our activity. He is saying, yes, at least you are giving me your time. This person is chanting 16 rounds. He is spending 2 hours. He is giving his 2 hours. So even though the full attention is not there, the purity is not there, but at least we are putting our endeavor. So slowly we need to put our endeavor in focusing on the chanting also. Okay. Hare Krishna. So please speak something.
Hearing is great. Right.
Hare Krishna.
So you didn't give correct class. Yeah. No,
I
that's
have no qualification to give correct class for it.
maybe better. Hopefully next time Krishna would be my desire.
So please pray that I can get little purity,
So that you can use
so that I can chant little attentively,
so that
and still I will maybe try to speak something which is
correct.
glorifying the holy name. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. Tantrashmat Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
HG Vrindanath Prabhu ki
Hare Krishna.